Live and direct from the planet of Queens, New York, Soccer Senseis. Today, Rodrigo Salazar, Luis Artunda, fix the camera. So today, we are talking about the Champions League draw, which happened about an hour ago, 2 hours ago. You watched it live. I don't watch it because it's a little fanfare and crap. I just want to see this. I want to see what the results are. So that's what we're going to talk about. What's up, Els?
How are you?
Yeah,
Good. You look like Titi Henry.
Titi. So what do you think of the draw, man? Let's start off with Group A. I mean, I fixed it right here. Who's Group A?
It was a lot of fun actually. The draw. You missed out. Roberto Carlos was
Nah.
to open up the group balls.
Okay.
And, Henry was able to draw your team Arsenal against PSG.
One of my teams, yeah.
And said that one of his most emotional moments in his career was when he won the Champions League 2009 with Barcelona.
Yeah.
After leaving Arsenal. So
that was bittersweet because
Yeah.
Barcelona is my squad in Spain, but I wanted Arsenal to win that because I knew that Barcelona was going to have more chances to win going forward because they're a strong squad, pretty much. So
let's talk about the draws.
What's up?
It started off well. It started off feisty with Dortmund being drawn against Real Madrid, and then also we saw Atletico drawn against Bayern, and Guardiola at his first at his first year at the helm of Man City, going away to Barcelona.
Yeah, I guess let's start off with that. Is that good for him? Does he want to do that? Does he not want to do that? I mean, that's kind of going back to the roots.
Well, he went back to the roots with Bayern Munich as well, and he didn't turn out to be too well for him. It didn't work out. Too well.
Go ahead.
But I think it's a great homecoming. This is the second squad that he brings, the Camp Nou. He's a lovable figure there. He knows the environment well. It'll be interesting to see if he's able to break down his former team with his new one, Man City.
Do you think he will be able to?
It'll be tough. I think Barcelona is much stronger this year in the past few seasons, and Man City is still in the building process. The freshest story is that Bravo, the Chilean goalkeeper, has just signed up for Man City in a 4-year deal.
That's big.
So we see where Joe Hart goes.
Joe Hart,
international.
Everton, probably.
Everton. But I think it'll be great. I think it's part of a showbiz. Guardiola going back.
Yeah. So is Claudio Bravo going to start now in this game? Like, are they going to have him in the back? That's going to be interesting, because
I don't know how they'll feel about him bringing Claudio Bravo, the former player, against the squad. They're saying he's been forcing a transfer to Man City. So
we need a new camera thing because it's kind of your friends are talking about our camera being off. So we got that. We understand.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
Yeah. But let's start with Group A. Let's go by let's go in order. PSG, Arsenal, Basel, and PFC Ludogorets Razgrad. Don't know much about that squad. Don't know much about Ludogorets Razgrad, and I would have to say that PSG is definitely going forward. Arsenal has a good chance of going forward. You know how I am about Arsenal. I don't like to say anything good about them because I like to wallow in the misery of being an Arsenal fan, having the money in the bank and not spending it. The new rumor is Lucas Perez is coming on from the Spanish league. He's okay, 17 goals in 38 games. Okay, finally gonna get your boy Mustafi. Now we're gonna have to get him another Arsenal jersey, Xhaka and Mustafi. Both red jerseys, kind of cool. So, talking about the Albanian national team, 2 Albanians going to be on the squad. It's gonna be crazy. I think Arsenal has a good chance of going forward. A lot of it has to do with injuries. You have the likes of Welbeck, a little bit off in training in the injury room. Walcott, I don't know what's going on with Walcott. He's a great player. Prototypical player. You want him to be a great forward. Now he came out and said, "Oh, I'm not a forward. Now I'm a winger." Dude, just shut the fuck up. Excuse my language, and score. Doesn't matter where they put you here, they put you here, they put you there. Doesn't matter where you are. If you want to be a striker, score. And then Wenger will be forced to put you on the squad and you score. Period. Don't start crying about, oh, I'm out of position. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You have to show and prove, as they say. You're old enough, you have enough experience on the national squad and also in Arsenal to do something. And you haven't done anything. Am I wrong?
Yeah, he's probably the figure of the decline of popularity of Arsene Wenger's last 10 years as Arsenal coach. He's been extremely patient with him. We're still waiting on when he's going to explode. He hasn't yet. But if
Wenger's too nice. I'm sorry. He would have been gone. You imagine, let's see, Simeone or Bielsa looking at Walcott.
Yeah.
He would have exploded on him 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I could see it. But Wenger's like too nice. He's just okay. He's not that good. All right.
Let's give him another try.
Give it another try.
Another season.
Another season.
It's been over 10 years.
Thank you. Now I said it before, and I'm not gonna belabor the point. Walcott in FIFA is a god. GAWD is a god. He scores from everywhere. He's fast. He's amazing. See, it makes it even worse because when I see him in person, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You know? But Arsenal,
should be going through.
Basel's not bad. I mean,
Basel.
They keep selling their best players, but solid squad.
7-time Swiss champion in a row.
I mean,
they're dominating that league.
You talk about Ligue 1 being dominated by one squad. PSG, supposedly Matuidi is going to Juventus. Juventus completing another league that I don't know about because they just want to keep on adding players and adding players and adding players. Who's gonna play for them? Everybody? Like, I don't know. That's just me.
Maybe the Italian league will increase the substitutions to 6 per game. Who knows?
Let's play 15v15 just because Juventus wants to play everybody in the world. Group B. Okay, let's move on to Group B. Benfica, Napoli, Dinamo Kiev, and Besiktas. I think Napoli is going to go through. And Benfica is going to go through just because they have, they did well last time. Almost made it to the final rounds. That counts for a lot. It shows that they had the wherewithal, even though they got rid of Gaetan and a couple of key players. I think they should be okay to move forward.
It's a pretty open group. This and later we'll discuss Leicester City's group. I think they're the most open. Yeah. Any team could have a chance here. Relative to Group A, where you see PSG and Arsenal as straight favorites. In this one, and even Dynamo Kiev has surprised us. Like Napoli doesn't seem to be as strong as last year with the loss of Higuain, so that'll be a factor.
And they replaced it with Milik, and we had a conversation about Milik being a replacement to Higuain. Come on, guys, not gonna happen. We go back to what happened with that squad in North London, Arsenal, Tottenham. Try to replace Gareth Bale with like 7 players. No, just like for like. You have a guy on the wing who is world class. So you find somebody else who's world class. You had enough money, right?
90 million euros.
90 million euros for Gareth Bale. That was like 4 years ago almost. Imagine how much he's worth now. Okay, so Group B, Benfica. Napoli definitely, right? You would think. Hamsik is like he loves Napoli. He ain't going anywhere. He's like solid there. He's not going. No transfer rumors from him or anything. Benfica is good. Besiktas, Turkish squad's always hard to play in Turkey. A lot of upheaval in Turkey. A lot of political things going on.
It seems they might lose though, Gomez, and they've already lost Sosa to AC Milan.
Yeah,
but there's still over a week left to the transfer market, and I guess they can prepare for that. Now that they see they have a chance to progress, maybe Besiktas and Dynamo Kiev will definitely strengthen.
Okay, Group C, Barcelona, my squad, Manchester City, Borussia Mönchengladbach, and Celtic. Borussia Mönchengladbach they have no chance to go forward here because Barcelona is obviously one of the top 5 squads in the world, and
Man City.
Man City, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, these two teams they're meant to not only progress past the round of 16, but to win the tournament this year.
Yeah.
So
because
it will be tough.
If Guardiola doesn't win with Man City first year, it's going to be bad. Because I think Man City, that's what they want. They won everything. They won the league. Okay, we got that, but now they want to progress and win Champions League, which is for the big boys, definitely. Mönchengladbach, they got rid of some players.
Xhaka,
yeah.
Of course,
Celtic, Brendan Rodgers is his coach. No said. Sorry.
They're going back to Celtic.
Group D, Bayern Munich, Atletico de Madrid, PSV Eindhoven, and FC Rostov.
Debutants, FC Rostov. Debutants from Russian Premier League. And Roberto Carlos actually pronounced it Hosto. As we also know, Roberto Carlos has been coaching and playing in the Russian Premier League.
He's still playing?
He was he no longer plays, but he now coaches. I believe last season he did coach. What is the team that Eto played under?
Anzi Alkmaar.
Anzi, yeah.
Anzi,
Matachkala.
How bloody cold is it up there? That you guys are playing up there. Wow. The money must be really good for that. I'm sorry, it's truth. Come on. Let's be real here. Bayern Munich, automatic. Gotta be. Atletico Madrid, right? I don't see PSV Eindhoven winning this. Going forward, as you guys know, first 2 progress. The other 3 don't.
Yeah. The third place team goes straight to Europa League.
Yeah.
Playoffs.
So
round of 6.
PSV Eindhoven will be going to Europa League. Bayern Munich will be going forward, as well as Atletico Madrid, who I think is going to have an interesting season this time. Supposedly. I'm not even. Arsenal wants Griezmann, which is a BS rumor, and come on, he's not going anywhere, and we're not going to buy him because we're not going to pay so much money for a player. That's just not what we do. We wanted to get Lacazette, and we end up getting Perez for 17 million. Come on. Sorry, let me stop. Group E, CSK Moscow, which is my Russian team, Bayern Leverkusen, AS Monaco, and Tottenham. That's a squad? No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
They're head of group, CSK Moscow, as a result of the changes by UEFA. Now the top 8 leagues in Europe, they all get a representative who will be head of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Before this, we used to have, let's say, the top coefficient-wise teams, the teams that have the highest coefficients in terms of their past few years play in Europe. They were head of the groups. Now it's different. Now it's the national. It's a national tournament. It's a national leagues. Each team each winner from a national league has a head of the group chance. So that's why you see a Russian team had one of the groups. You also see a Dutch team had one of the groups, and also we will notice later on as on top of who had the group this time in England. Leicester City. So Arsenal and Man City, they have higher coefficients than Leicester City. They were joining pot 2, which makes it very interesting.
Leicester City ain't going anywhere, dude. It's not happening. We'll get that. We'll get that in Group G. So yeah, I think Tottenham definitely. Much love to Tottenham. And Leverkusen, I guess, or Monaco. I don't see Monaco doing much. I saw him play in the qualifying rounds. Didn't really impress me at all.
The owner is still going through the divorce settlement with his ex-wife, the billionaire owner. That's affecting the team.
Yeah, can you, if you're a billionaire Russian magnate, can you take care of your side stuff, your wife's stuff beforehand? Because now the team that you bought is paying the price. Yeah, please do that. Okay, yeah, so Tottenham and Leverkusen maybe. I think those two are the strongest squads. Group F, Real Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, and Sporting, and Legia Warsaw. That's not going to be an easy walk through the park for Borussia, because I think Sporting can give them a run for their money. They can ask questions of them.
Yes,
I think the Portuguese league is getting stronger.
And also the Polish champions. It's been over 20 years since a Polish representative has been in the UEFA Champions League. And their coach, like, to all my friends out there, by the former Albanian captain, Besnik Hasi. So it's a team to watch, the Polish champions.
You want to say it in Albanian so you understand better? There's a team to watch because it's Albanian coach. Okay. Group G. Okay, so yeah, Group E, Group F. I think Real Madrid, obvious. They're gonna want the docesima, doceava, actually, whatever. They want to get the 12th.
The 12th.
The 12th. Borussia Dortmund, this is their only chance for silverware. They're not gonna win the Bundesliga, so don't sleep on them, because I think they'd rather finish third or fourth and win this than. So I think this is the one they're gonna go for. Can they get it? Maybe. A kid from France is really good. He's really, really good. So it's going to be good. It's going to be some good games.
Götze is back. So
yeah, Götze.
And Götze was there when they last played and beat Real Madrid en route to the final.
And Götze has a lot to prove. Not a lot to prove. He's a great player. So I think he's like chomping a bit to actually play again.
Yeah.
And really show what he's made of, because he's world class. And you didn't see him for some reason. Guardiola was not feeling him, and neither is Ancelotti, the new coach of Bayern Munich. They just don't rate him, which is crazy. But hey, Group G, Leicester City, your new favorite club for some reason. my Portuguese team, Porto, Club Brugge, and FC Copenhagen.
Copenhagen, yeah, the only Danish team to ever make the Champions League since the format changed in '92.
Okay.
Yeah, after 5 years, they're back.
No chance. Sorry, Copenhagen people, but you guys got no chance against Leicester City. Well, actually, see, again, the reason about Leicester City is the fact that they have a great squad. Last year, they won the Premier League, got it. But this year, they're not going to be as strong, in my opinion, because they don't have a strong enough squad on the bench and also on the pitch to compete. So they're not going to win the Champions League. Sorry, it's not going to happen. And I think maybe they're going to end up in Europa League because every squad in England got better.
That's true. Yeah.
So
and they lost Kante.
Yeah,
their main dynamo, midfield dynamo.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting season for them. Porto, I think, is definitely going through. They're going to figure out a way. For a while, Porto was buying the best Colombian players, which is one reason why I started liking them. Now they're buying the best Mexican players, so they're smart. They got Hugo Herrera on there, Hector Herrera, sorry, who's really good. Layun, who's really good. So
great winger, right winger.
Yeah. So they'll figure something out.
Yep.
Group H, Juventus, the super team. They want to buy everybody. Did they sign you yet? I think they're trying to sign you too. Sevilla.
I'll be first to come off the bench, of course.
Sevilla, Olympique Lyon, and GNK Dynamo. Juventus got to go through. Supposedly they want Guardiola back. I don't know. Do they know how many players they can have on the roster? I don't know. I don't know where they're going to fill these guys on the bus. They need 2 buses instead of 1 to get through there. Sevilla, I think Sevilla is going to go. That's
Sevilla.
A friend of yours is favorite squad.
Fan.
Big Sevilla fan.
Sampaoli. Let's see how Sampaoli does in his first season in Europe. And let's remember, Sevilla is only here in the Champions League via winning the Europa League. Another change.
Yeah.
In the UEFA. So the Europa League winner will go directly to the group stage. This formula started last year.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of changes. Leicester, I think, being head of the group by being English champion, I think gave them an opportunity to have weaker teams in their group rather than being on. They would probably have been in part 4.
Yeah.
If the rules had remained the same, the coefficient rules, meaning part 4, they would probably face two big guns, probably a PSG and a Real Madrid or Barcelona, other English squads. So I think these changes by UEFA rules really benefited Leicester City particular, and also Sevilla as Europa League debutant.
How far can Sevilla go, springboarding off the success in Europa League? They've won it, countless amount of times. Their coach that got them those victories, Unai Emery, is now coach of PSG. It's like, hey, you gotta win the Champions League, so that's why they got you.
Yep.
League on is already yours. Come on, let's be serious. But talk about Sevilla specifically. How far can it go, springboarding off of the Europa League success?
I think with a new coach, but with the loss of Banega, which of course another similar-minded player as Kante, it'll be truly difficult. Sampaoli is a great coach. I watched his preseason games and the Super Cup games against Barcelona. They really struggled, to be quite honest. I expect a little more from him. They've also lost Fazio. He's gone to Roma. I thought he would be signed by Sevilla once again.
Gamero also, right? Gamero went to
to
Atletico Madrid, which is a big loss, because that's your guy, that's your main striker.
They haven't replaced him. It could be as they're somehow hoping for some magic, for some Chilean magic by the Argentine Sampaoli, but they have to bring in good enough players to compete in the Champions League. In Juventus, it's going to be, of course, it's probably going to be impossible to
Stacked,
if not. And Olympique Lyonnais, they're a tough squad too.
Nah.
They've kept their backbone. Like I said, their top scorer in that squad. Also they do have a few veterans there, but and a good coach as well. So they could be struggling with Sevilla for that second and Champions League.
Yeah.
Round of 16 spot.
Yeah. So
and let's remember, this team finishes third, they'll go back to the Europa League, and via that they can also qualify to the Champions League next season.
True.
So that would be unthinkable. Of course, no Sevilla fans wants that to happen, but again, we have to keep an eye with the changes.
Well, they still have, they're still this successful, and they're going to go back to Europa League. And sometimes these squads are built that way. So you know what, we're not going to win the Champions League. We're not going to win, the La Liga.
Yeah.
So let's sustain this model, and just keep it going that way. That's what it is.
But of course, again, one more week to go, transfer market, and it's time to make those moves. Now,
Wenger, sign somebody, Wenger, please.
Will you? Sampaoli, yeah. I mean, you're batting against Olympique Lyonnais for that second spot, and
now it gets critical, because now what's going to happen is a lot of these moves there where people are like, oh, maybe we should get this guy. Now you know who you're up against. So they're gonna be like, okay, we need to win. We sign somebody.
Need to step it up.
Step it up. Yep. All right, guys.
And the UEFA Player of the Year, of course, there's no arguing with that. I think Ronaldo. It's the first season that he's won continental trophies, the most continental trophies, the UEFA Champions League, Real Madrid, and also the Euro Cup with Portugal. Highest leading scorer. So
you're talking about Player of the Year?
Talking about Player of the Year awards.
Oh.
That'll be leading to also the FIFA World Player of the Year, which I think will undoubtedly go to Ronaldo.
Yeah, it's got to. Sorry, Messi, you didn't win it this year. Ronaldo gets it fair and square. Yeah, definitely. We'll talk about that in future shows. But yeah, all in all, it was a great draw. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to hear that theme song, and which everybody knows very well. Some DJ did like a EDM version of it. Don't do that, please. Don't leave it alone. But yeah, that's it. And thanks for joining us on Soccer Senseis. We'll be back next week. And any final words, Ellis?
Mustafi,
Xhaka, and the coach of
Hassi.
Of Hassi.
See, we have lots of storylines.
Albanian.
Lots of storylines coming up.
Yeah. All right. Bye.